What's that other one?
Guys, I feel like I don't even know my wife right now. Like, this is not...
this before.
No, I do not remember this.
That's the way every day goes. Looking back, I know we started falling. We were falling in love, yeah.
Hello again.
Hi.
We are back to talk about a commonly asked question that we get all the time. And that is, how do we stay so positive during our infertility?
We've been asked this by probably countless people on YouTube, on Insta, in real life. Everyone asks us it, and we keep meaning to film this, and we just haven't. So we thought it's a good time to do so. We're in the car because we're always in the car.
I mean, where else are you going to be during COVID? Either the car or home.
Yeah.
Yep. So, before we get started, we would like to ask you to go ahead and subscribe to our channel if you have not.
And if you don't follow us on Instagram, you should definitely do so, because that is where we've got some more exciting posts and more frequent posts. Yeah, that's it.
Yep. And we may or may not be doing a little bit of a fertility update and announcement there pretty soon.
And our update will come there before it will be here.
So go over there, follow us, and make sure that you're watching our stories, because that's where our random goofiness is and some of our fertility updates that we don't share here as quickly. So
correct. We're a little slower on the YouTube game than we are the Insta game. So.
Yep.
So anyway, I hope everyone's enjoying their summer. We have been enjoying ours. It's another beautiful summer night here, and we thought it was a perfect time to answer the question that everyone asks us. How do you stay so positive? How do you stay so positive?
The truth of the matter is, I don't always stay so positive. I have some hard days here and there. We both do at times. But we don't stay negative. We let ourselves have those feelings, and then we kind of pull ourselves back up and keep moving forward.
I always say you're never wrong for having a feeling and letting yourself feel it. You have to feel the feelings you feel. a lot of times using the word feel, but you do have to allow yourself time to feel those things. And I know this word sounds really harsh, but you can't wallow in it. At least we can't, not these particular things. So we try to feel them, process them, and try to find something in them that helps us move on.
Yeah.
So for me, my kind of life's motto since I was young has always been just to find the silver lining in all of life's situations. So anything life throws at you, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, whatever's thrown at you, I always try to find the silver lining. I always try to find some deeper purpose or meaning, some lesson I need to learn, some good, something from it. And I have found that really helps me when, with struggles and losses and things like that. It's not an instantaneous thing.
Not at all.
She's seen that firsthand. It's not instantaneous, but I feel like in the long run it helps me be positive instead of negative and bitter and stuff.
And find some purpose.
Yes. I think, I was raised to believe that all things happen for a reason.
And I'm learning that as we go along.
And I honestly think that's really important to me. Knowing that there's a reason, even if it's something that we don't understand, behind what happens in life. And that can be whatever you believe. I think that can fit into it. So, trying to find that, or just believing that there's something, and I think we look back now at the things that have happened, and we're like, well, this didn't happen because then these things happened in our life, and that would have been like terrible timing. That wouldn't have worked out well, and we've learned so much through this process. So we think,
yeah, definitely. And this is coming from somebody who's not very religious. I think I have become more spiritual during this time, just because I have been allowing myself to believe that there is a reason for everything, and everything happens for that reason. But I don't follow any religion. I've never really subscribed to anything like that, and I'm just kind of allowing myself to take this as an opportunity to grow as a person, which is really hard. And I don't blame anybody for having those feelings and feeling like they can't.
No, we have them.
They can't pick themselves up after, a really hard day.
Right.
There are certain days that are just more difficult. Like, honestly, Mother's Day, it's really hard. Like, it just, for me, it's hard seeing all the moms and realizing that, in a way, we're childrenless moms, but we're not recognized that way.
We, just the other week would have been, was the 1 year anniversary of our due date from our miscarriage. So we're sitting there thinking we should have a 1-year-old now. Those aren't easy days.
Especially when you see somebody who, like on social media, who has a baby the same age as your baby would have been, especially with like miscarriage. That's really hard. I just saw somebody that I'm not that close with. I don't really know them very well other than I went to school with them. And they had a kid that was born right at our due date. So I saw the 1-year-old pictures and it didn't make me sad. I was okay with that. But
the
it
reminder,
hits you a little bit.
Exactly.
It rubs, the
it's
wrong
not
way.
Like all day where we're like, like for me, I'm not all day. I have moments of having, feelings of sadness and stuff. And I just let myself have them. And then I try to carry on and think, these things have happened in our life. And I think this was all meant to be the way it is. And, that's my beliefs. And that's what works for me. And that, kind of wraps into the find the silver lining in life. So, as like hard as that can be and as bittersweet as that can be. And it's, there are situations that people just won't be able to apply that to. But for me, with infertility, it's worked. And I think Jill's using it as well.
Yeah, definitely. And I have to say, the number one response that I give people when, family members, close friends, or even people on Instagram message us and ask, how do you stay so positive? I see so much devastation and so much, just sadness, things that you really hope for and it just doesn't work out and you really thought it should, it just doesn't.
And everyone else around you seems either to be struggling like you are or to be having no struggle whatsoever, and both of those are hard. To see people you really love and are good friends struggle, and then also see people not struggle at all, and it's just like, two sides of the same, and it's all hard.
And my response is always, being sad is not going to make this process any quicker.
Yep.
I can either be depressed about it all the time and it's going to take just as long as it is now, or I can allow myself those feelings like we talked about and then push forward and just know that the only way that we're going to get to that place where we want to be is by making actions happen, just doing what we can, having our plan. Ooh, we're going to turn. Having our plan and just making sure that we are making those moves to make it happen.
And I'm a planner, so I think I've rubbed off a little bit on Jill in that aspect, because I'm always like, how do I plan next steps? And by doing, to get us to where we want to be, and by doing so, it helps alleviate some of the, overwhelming feelings you have from where you're at. That's something that I just do in my life day to day. I mean, we get back from a vacation and I am, everyone has the post-vacation blues. And I'm like, okay, what are we doing next? And I start looking for the next, good deal and great.
Which is how we travel all the time. Everybody also asks us that question. Like, how are you guys always going?
Because we have a life philosophy that life's better when you have a flight booked and a trip planned.
It is true.
In the future. Even if it's like a year away, which makes COVID really hard.
It does.
You can't do it.
No.
But yeah, I think planning for us helps. It's hard as well because you want to plan for the future and you keep being like, well, maybe we'll be pregnant in this many months and maybe we shouldn't do this and this. And
do you know how many times we've said oh, well, during that trip, maybe one of us won't be drinking or
maybe we can't go there because, X, Y, and Z. If this transfer works, if this IUI works, then we won't be able to do that trip that our friends or our family are talking about because we'll be 8 months pregnant. It's hard. It's really hard. So we plan what we can.
And all those times hasn't worked out. So it just...
So we plan when we can. and try to stay busy.
And we let life happen.
Yeah. Try to
And we enjoy it. Yeah. I think there are times where you're not sure if I'm enjoying life because I am very much consumed with the plans for our family. But that's just one thing that keeps me positive. I like to look at like Pinterest and baby things and stuff and scroll through Instagram and look at, you know, all of our friends and people that we follow who have families, and that just makes me really happy, and it just makes me excited for the future. And I think for some people they have to avoid that because that would make them sad. So it's just my little trick, but that does not work for everybody.
It's like that for us both. We had a friend recently tell us that they were expecting and they were really anxious to tell us, which is really sweet, but I felt really bad too because
so bad about that.
You know, they were really, really anxious about it, and I understand why. Because there are a lot of people who struggle, and they are bitter about seeing other people pregnant, and it's just like, you know, a knife to the gut every time, and I understand that. And for us, we're just so excited for other people.
Yeah.
You know, and there's always a little tinge of, I can't wait for that to be us. I wish that were us now, but we're always just really happy. We love babies and kids, and so we're always really happy for those people. But that's just our personalities as well.
And our response to each other, like when we find something out, is that's so awesome. That's going to be us.
And we'll get there.
We will get there, and it's just not our time. And
Yep.
the thing is, we want people to be just as excited for us when we finally get there. So
Because
we really don't want to take away from other people's excitement.
And there's not a finite amount of love and excitement the world or anyone can have for love and for humans. I believe that it's unlimited. So because someone else is pregnant isn't going to take away from the joy they're going to have for us. Or the joy we'll have for ourselves. So, you know, we just are excited for everyone.
So if you are in our life in a more personal way and you are pregnant, don't be afraid to tell us.
No.
We're fine with it. We're okay.
We appreciate and love the thought that you are that sensitive and kind. And we are so lucky to have those people in our lives.
Yeah.
We have amazing people in our lives. And that is something we've learned for sure through all of this. But don't be scared to tell us because we're just going to be happy for you.
And if you are somebody who is struggling with feeling a little bit blue about infertility or any part of this process, feel free to reach out to us because we love connecting with people. And
we love it.
I honestly, my heart melts when people message us on Instagram or on
Don't be afraid
YouTube.
to message us. We've had people message us about all sorts of things. And to be honest, I think some of the best things in our life now have come from that.
Definitely. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
our whole process, I think, is guided by the people that we have met through
Yeah, and
social media.
honestly, some of the things you're going to see in the future, we're also guided by that.
Yeah, definitely.
They're guided by and influenced by the people that we've met through this. So, you know, we're grateful for that.
We are very grateful for that. So we're going to keep doing our thing.
Yeah.
Definitely keep reaching out to us because we absolutely love getting to know new people, and we promise we will send a heartfelt response to any message we get. We just really appreciate people connecting with us and feeling like we either have information we can give or we just can be somebody to listen to, to listen to them and give
support.
some support and emotion back. So so definitely subscribe if you have not. Go over to Instagram if you have not yet.
Get us on Instagram.
Follow us there. You can follow us on Twitter. I don't know what to tweet. Does anybody else have this issue?
It's not our strong suit.
I'm an older millennial, and I just don't know what to tweet. We've arrived, so we gotta wrap this up. Go follow our Instagram. You can follow our Twitter. I can't promise anything will be good over there.
I'm working on it, guys. I'm not good at that.
Instagram we got. And Facebook. We have a Facebook page, and actually, we've had quite a few new people there, so that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, which is really cool. So if you're on Facebook, follow us on Insta.
Yeah,
Twitter would be cool too, but
we were definitely MySpacers, and then Facebook came.
I was never a MySpacer.
You were not a MySpacer? What?
No, I wasn't in a MySpacer.
Who are you? Are you
No.
my wife?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
No,
how did I not know this?
I was not on MySpace.
6 years in.
Facebook.
6 years
I was
of
in
dating.
college when Facebook came out, so I had a Facebook when it came out.
What did you do before Facebook?
I don't know. I know people had MySpace, but I never made one.
How am I just
know.
finding this
What was
out?
that other one? What was that other one?
Guys, I feel
that
like
was-
I don't even know my wife right now. Like,
I've
this is
told you
not.
this before.
No, I do not remember this.
No, I'm not.
But I've always
I'm
been
not
really
MySpace
into
there.
social media,
Yeah.
so I guess.
No.
Did you have a MySpace? Please tell me.
What was
Tell
your
me I'm
social
not the only
medias?
person.
Yeah.
I mean, I use
What was
AIM.
that other one? I can't remember
I
it
use
now.
AIM, MySpace.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I honestly have no
You
idea.
had it because you told me you made
You're
fun of me
like
for
3.5
having it.
years older than me,
Yeah.
so I have no idea.
Look at my phone and figure it out, probably.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Okay. List below any of the social medias that
You
were
had
around.
in the early 2000s.
Yeah, because I honestly don't know what that is, but I'm really curious now.
You do know. I just can't remember the name of it. I'm totally drawing a blank. We'll put it in here. I'll look. I think I probably still have it on my phone somewhere. I'll look it up.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, welcome to our life, because I didn't even know that.
Oh.
All right, well, we're here, so we should get going.
Yep.
But thanks for hanging with us for a little while, and we will see you next time. And
Go follow us on our socials and tell us what it is I'm trying to think of that I can't remember.
all right, bye.
Bye, guys.
Okay, so literally turned off the camera, and Sam figured it out because she said, "Of course, you said, of course I had it because I'm a lesbian." What was it?
It was Tumblr.
Tumblr.
I had that, but that was, I think, way after MySpace.
Yeah,
Because I think it was
so.
after Facebook.
Yeah, I had Reddit and StumbleUpon. I really like StumbleUpon. I'm sure there's still. You don't know what that is? I swear we're from the same generation. I don't understand.
He was a little younger than me, so
I'm your brother's age.
yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't have a. No.
Okay. Whatever. Bye, guys.